there, welcome back to my channel. This is Teacher Lori. Welcomes you again to English 101. To those who did not subscribe yet on my channel, please do subscribe Teacher Lori English Vlogs for more English video. If you want to improve your speaking skills, the ability to use grammar correctly, then this is the right time for you to subscribe on my channel, Teacher Lori English Vlogs, for more English video. Previous uploads were about the different punctuation marks in English language, and the different types of sentence according to its functions are very vital in today's video. I know that you are all familiar with the different punctuation marks in English language, and I already discussed to you what are the different types of sentence according to its functions, because we will be using, or we were able to use, different punctuation marks to determine the correct type of sentence that we would like to share or to write. Okay, so I believe that you already knew the different types of sentence according to its functions. This time, we will be focusing on the different types of sentence according to its structures. Okay, so this time I will give you a sort of information, or a sort of information about the different components of a sentence. Always remember this, that a sentence is composed of a subject and a predicate. So what is subject and what is predicate? Subject is the doer of the action. So when you talk about the doer of the action, it is not only limited to a person or people. It could also be an animal, a place, a thing, or an idea. In general, nouns. We are all familiar with the nouns. While the predicate, it modifies our subject. So it gives full detail about our subject, about the doer of the action. So it also says that predicate completes the thought of our sentence. Okay, so are you now ready to discuss today's topic? So without much further ado, let us now start our discussion in today's video. Let us start our discussion by discussing the first type of sentence according to its structure, and that is the simple sentence. Simple sentence is composed of one independent clause. When you talk about a clause, it has a subject and it has a verb. It is an independent clause because it can stand alone without any further phrases, clauses, or sentences. Let's say, for example, Andrea is the smartest girl in the campus. Definitely, it expresses one single thought based in our sentence. Andrea is the smartest girl in the campus. It simply describes Andrea as the smartest girl in the campus. That's one single thought. Another example is North Cotabato is a peaceful place. So North Cotabato is a peaceful place. We are just only describing North Cotabato as a peaceful place. So it expresses one single thought, or in other words, it is composed of one independent clause. Do not forget that. Okay, so this time let us discuss compound sentence. So always remember this one, that a compound sentence is a sentence that has two independent clauses. A while ago in our simple sentence, it has only one independent clause. But this time, compound sentence has two independent clauses. And they are actually joined by our coordinating conjunctions. So what are our coordinating conjunctions in English language? Okay, these are the F stands for for, A stands for and, N stands for nor, B stands for but, O stands for or, Y stands for yet, and S stands for so. The fanboys in conjunctions, those are actually coordinating conjunctions. Please also do not forget that one. Okay, so this time I will give you an example using compound sentence. I like coffee and Marie likes chocolates. Okay, so we have I like coffee as our first independent clause, and Marie likes chocolates. So as you can observe, we have two different independent clauses joined with coordinating conjunction. So that is a compound sentence. Another example is using compound sentence. Andrew is a smart boy, but sometimes he is lazy. So as you can observe, Andrew is a smart boy, but sometimes he is what? Lazy. So that's it. So Andrew is a smart boy, but he is lazy. So that's actually impossible. Charot. That is the best way to use compound sentence using but there. Okay, so this time let's discuss the complex sentence. So complex sentence is composed of one independent clause, our IC, and one or at least one dependent clause. Okay, so what is this dependent clause? These are clauses that cannot stand alone, which means they need an independent clause to really express what they're trying to express or to tell to other people. For example, you are speaking. Dependent clause cannot stand alone because it doesn't express a complete thought, which also means that something is lacking, and that is the thought. Because if you will use that, it will not give you a complete detail or a complete meaning of what you're trying to say. Okay, I will give you an example. Additional input is that we are actually using complex sentence if there are subordinators. So what are those subordinators or the subordinating conjunctions in English language? We have the while, we have the when, the which, okay, the that, because. All of those are example of subordinating clauses. But this time I will give you sample sentences. Okay, I will give you sample sentences using complex sentence. First is, when it rains, I will just stay at home. When it rains is an example of dependent clause because it doesn't express a complete thought, while I will stay at home is an independent clause because it expressed expressed a complete thought. Okay, another example is, I passed the exam because of my determination. Okay, I hope that you learned something from me. Have a great day. Goodbye.